What's going on, guys? DarthYT back here with we're back in Queensblade Limit Break, and today I'm going to be doing my second state of the game. The first one I did around 9.192. It was my first attempt at doing a state of the game, so this is my second one. Hopefully, it turns out better. Now, I have my Starbucks coffee, which is a staple with me. Starbucks still has not responded to paying me to advertise for them. I digress. So without further ado, let's get started. I want to apologize for any mic quality. I had to move, so I'm in a new place, maybe a little more echo, and I'm still rearranging. Now that we got that out of the way, let's take a look at what's new, what's good, and what's bad. First of all, you can notice, if I didn't go over this in the first one, I should have rewatched that video. I hate listening to myself, so I can only imagine what you guys are going through. Is screen customizations. You can customize your screen by clicking on your portrait in the Customize tab. You can choose from a day or night nobody uses. You can use the skins. I mean, that's pretty good. But let's be honest, most of us are going to use spicy poses. And if you're not, I'm not really sure what you like. Maybe we need a dude anime. Whatever floats your... Ooh, actually, spicy pirates. I digress. But my swan princess here is going to be donning my cover for probably some time. She's my girl. There's a lot of good and bad over the last month, guys. But overall, I think the game is strong. And I use that in terms of what the game is. It's a simple game, some complexities to it, but it's overall casual. With the potential to spend a lot of money, I think it's in a good place. They continue to add a couple of things. New features, new game, whether that be game type or how you are rewarded for various things, but they also continue to add new events. And those are the two primary things. They either add an event or they add a new game feature. And a lot of people would probably say, well, that's all you have. Well, I mean, yes and no. Most games implement new features. This game tends to go with events so that they can keep the screen uncluttered, but it is what it is. So right off the bat, we have screen customization. Cool feature. Ultimate Summons, they added a new warrior, guys. They added Ari, the moonlit attendant. There should be a plane in the background because she's a flight attendant. But anyways, on paper, I'm not going to do a full review here because I want to cover her. I haven't even covered the first one. She's another technically burn character, which is, I'm noticing a theme. Fire, this blue purplish fire. On paper, if you look at these skills, she's technically more powerful than the original, Alina character, or the other ultimate character. But we'll take a look at that in depth. I think that she's actually very cool. She can charm, and she has higher base attack, in my opinion, and other things that make her really, really well. So moving on, we have the pass set. The pass set is kind of changed. They've kind of streamlined this because I think it's getting overcluttered, where they've made the weekly and some of the monthly passes, but primarily weekly, into one category here, which is kind of cool. Streamlined location than having to go into a specific menu for what's going on. They've added, this is one of the events I was talking about, they added the Connect 5 event. This is a new event. It's actually kind of cool. You can go diagonal, up, and across, just for performing fairly easy daily tasks, guys. Now, if you can light all these up, the rewards are worth it. 10, arrival books, 10 spicy tickets, and 3 sacrificial warrior souls, just for doing your dailies. Now, spending 2,000 gems is a daily of mine because I make gems quite easily, and you'll get to that point too. Or you can come in here and buy a 99-cent pack, which, if you started this at the 7 days ago, which I actually should have, that's what I'm talking about, I should have done this event when it first came out, I'm going to be able to fill up most of this. I may have to buy a 99-cent pack. Not too happy about that, but it is what it is. This Voyage event is a new event that released 2 days ago now. I'll go over that in just a second. I kind of want to skip over it because it's kind of an important event. They added a new game feature called formation bonuses. Okay, and it involves your spring and it involves the vault, which is formerly named relics. Formation upgrade screen basically is a reward system to provide you with an increase in base attribute, attack, and HP, but also provide you with a new kind of like bonus, if you will, and that is a new set of skills that kind of operate in the background. These are considered skills: damage increase, damage resistance, and damage ignoring, defense ignore. The problem is everybody in the game is an uproar because it introduced a new premium material that locks all these skills behind a very expensive paywall. I did do a preliminary formation video. Go check it out, guys. If you have time and you want to listen to my raggedy voice, most people are just going to be getting the base stat increases because of the unavailability of these formation scrolls. Pay to win at its finest, so it's got the community divided, but I don't think most people care at this particular point in time. But the way that you actually unlock these formation bonuses is also a new system. Technically, it's a new system. It feeds into the formation. Under the spring, you have a new tab, a new icon here called Formation Certificate, and basically it rewards you every time you summon. For every type of summon that you do. We're not talking about shard fusions. I wish they would add shard fusions, but every time you summon, either normal summons, special summons, oracles actually have the higher value, spicy, arrival summons, and ultimate summons. Every time you summon, you get certification energy, and for every 1,000, you get to collect a coin, which you can go into the vault and use to upgrade, getting the stat bonuses. What else did they add here, guys? They've added this in the first state of the game that I did, but Guild Battle is going strong. People love this game mode. I think a lot of people like it because they love PvP, and this game is largely PvP based, but the rewards are insane. You can get EX gear and high level relics, as well as a tag that boosts your stats a little bit. It's actually pretty cool, and it is going really strong. Everybody loves it. Under the quest tab down here, you're going to notice there is a new game mode, survival mode. This is being met with a lot of happiness as well. Basically, it is a PvP high level rewards atmosphere. Okay, so the stronger you are, the better, because this is completely PvP. But essentially, you set up 4 teams. I'm sorry, I thought it was 5. You set up several teams. Your opponent has set up several teams. You click the battle here, you go through the battle, it pairs you up. Now the interesting thing is that it doesn't go your team 1 to their team 1. You start off with team 1, and your team 1 actually fights all 4 of their teams until they die. Then it moves on to team 2, and if you can defeat your opponent, you win. Interesting game mode. I'm going to go in depth in a separate video because the rewards again have gotten better, and that's what I've noticed, is that some of the new features and the new events are featuring better rewards. And by better rewards, I mean spicy prayer tickets, more arrival books. This one in particular is good because it provides blessed dust and rune stones. Blessed dust, if you don't know, is used to upgrade your artifact gear. Artifact gear is one of the single most important aspects of increasing your character's level. But in order to upgrade and receive powerful stat boosts, or they call them blessings, you need to invest blessed dust. And like any currency in this game, you can burn through it in a matter of minutes. I went through 300,000 in a matter of 10 minutes. That's actually pretty weird. We'll talk about that when I re-upload my artifact video and break my artifact videos down into separate components to be easily understood. But this is a huge, huge hit. It's been out a few days. People are liking it. Not gonna lie, guys, this is a PvP extreme experience, guys. People with spicy poses are gonna be extremely powerful here. Alright? But do it anyways. It's like anything. Any rewards is better than no rewards. Take it as you can get it. Monster Takedown has been, I'm mentioning this because it's been fixed. They had several errors, but I want to make mention of this as well because this is a primary way. And yes, I said primary. It's not the only way. It is a primary way to get not rooms, but gems. Gems were very difficult to get when the game started all the way up until like a month ago, or when they started implementing these monster takedowns. You can get 5 green, 3 blues, and a purple ×2 because there's 2 bosses every week, meaning that you can now get an influx of jewels to fuse. It's been really handy. If you're not doing your monster takedown every day, you are not capitalizing on your jewels potential. And with the games kind of expounded, kind of like with survival mode here, the need for more than one team is greater than it has ever been. Okay, guys? And the need for spicy upgrades is better and more important than it's ever been as well. Bringing me to something that people often forget. Let's recover it under summing: spicy prayer. They added a spicy shop, and they give you a free roll just like they do with your other summons. They give you a free roll, but every day under the pass you also collect one. Let's see if I can find it. Here, you get to collect one, up to one, well, most of these are one to two of these for free. It's a way they try to get you to buy these weekly passes. This is extremely handy, guys, for those who are not buying spicy poses. Again, this helps you in PvP, but it also helps you in PvE. It gives you huge damage bonuses that help out, as well as damage resistance. And you'll notice survivability go through the roof when you're fighting monster takedown bosses. But the more you summon, the more you can spend at the spicy shop for spicy poses. This is extremely handy. I've spent probably 2,000 already, getting my pirate and swift tracer. But these are no slouch warriors that you can get spicy poses for. Himoto, Flash Maiden, P. Claudette. I want to throw up every time I say her name because her PvP dominance is just making me sick. Angel Judgment, and then the Break and Dual Warriors. Half Demon Queen. Take advantage of this, guys, and even spend some gems here. So that should wrap up the state of the game on 10.2. It's in a good place. They keep adding new events and new game modes. I did say that I was going to touch on the Voyage. The Voyage here is a new event that is extremely important to do for people. It's basically a roided up wilds where you go in and I've cleared the map here, but because I wanted to make a video and I got some footage, but you click on each of these little spaces and you fight bosses with the ultimate goal of unlocking a PvP zone in these portals and getting good rewards. Now, one of the reasons I like this, and you'll see this when I get the video released, is because this is a diamond sink. There's a lot of premium rewards here that you can get discounts for your diamonds to spend on. Blessed Dust, 500, good deal, and Spicy Prayer. But this is a long haul 7-day event that provides you with lots of rewards. Primarily, though, it's going to give you a currency that's going to help give you some of the most rare materials in the game. I'm not talking about these pearls because you can get pearls all over the place. I'm also not talking about formation certificates. I'm talking about Genesis stones and the formation scrolls we just talked about earlier in the video. Extremely hard to get, very expensive. This was unexpected. You need to take advantage of this. So I hope to get a video out today or tomorrow on this particular event. But in the meantime, participate in this event, guys. It basically, you challenge a wilds on a 2 times of scale. It's way bigger, and they cater towards specific attribute teams. So you're going to want to switch your best gear around to your teams to do this. But very cool event. all in all, I think the game is in a good state. My only gripe and my biggest pet peeve is that they continue to not tell us what new game systems are being implemented, no advance notice. That would have been handy for these formation certificates. I blew through thousands of summoning scrolls and um, oracle summons like 3 days before this went live, which would have given me a huge boost to stats. But other than not telling us what's coming, the fact that in September there was a 2-week period where the arrival summons events didn't happen. That made a lot of people mad because a lot of us get free arrival books that way. They've restored it. We're still not sure why they did it. But leave you with a final tip, guys. Get active and involved in the game. Chat. Use chat every day so that people know that the game is up and running. I log in every day and I make it a point to chat. I do that so that people get involved in the game. An active community is an involved community. Let's try to make it great. That's it for this state of the game. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you think of the game and where it's at. Do they need a new feature that you can suggest? Do you like any of these new features? It is what it is. Have a good one, guys, and see you in the next one.